brand new high school football season began last weekend with 7 Boston public high schools playing in their opening games. But Friday was extra special for New Mission High School, who was fielding a team for the very first time. But before we check out the highlights from their first ever football game, we caught up with the Titans earlier in the week to understand what having a football team really means for their school.
The 2011 Division II State Championship here at the DCU Center. What a season for the New Mission Titans.
New Mission High School is no stranger to athletic success. Over the past 6 seasons, the New Mission Titans boys and girls basketball teams have reached the state finals 4 times and won 3 state championships. The architect for most of New Mission's basketball success is the school's current athletic director, Corey McCarthy, who was the head coach for all 3 of the Titans state championship teams. But even with all of his basketball success, perhaps McCarthy's greatest athletic achievement came this summer, when New Mission High School started a brand new high school football team.
Football has long been something we've desired over the years in terms of building our athletic program. Kids get to be a part of a system, learn to play a role. All that stuff translates into buying into the whole philosophy of New Mission High School. Having football unites us in a very different way than basketball and some of the other sports do.
To construct this new program, McCarthy hired former Cathedral High School and semi-pro football coach Michael Pittman, a man whose character and experience in the city were a perfect match for the Titans.
He's been in the city for a long time, so he knows how to relate to our kids, talk to our kids. He's very knowledgeable. For us and him, the relationship was a no-brainer.
Actually, Boz, the head coach of English, told me about the job. Then he gave me Corey's number, and I called him. We talked, and we met, and then I guess you might say the rest is history.
Of course, with a new program and new head coach, this fall will mark a fresh start for Coach Pittman and several New Mission football players who had to play for other high school teams in previous seasons.
Basically, before we didn't have our own team, so now that we got our own team, it gives me more like excitement and new beginning, and it's New Mission.
It's hard to imagine, kind of, because last year you had to play for English, and now that we have our team this year, it's just crazy. I can't believe it, and can't wait till the season starts.
It's a dream come true. Last year I felt like I really wasn't a part of the school tradition. I wasn't playing for my team. I'm playing for like another school, so there's really no tradition behind it. Now I'm playing for my own school. I mean, I got something to really fight for.
But when building a team from the ground up, players and coaches will face many challenges along the way, and the New Mission Titans are no exception.
The biggest challenge here has been numbers. We're kind of low on numbers, but you know what? The expression is you build it, they will come. So we're just taking our week at a time, day at a time, and guys are coming in, and we're just getting new faces every other day.
We start in the summertime in August, so school's out. We don't know exactly when school starts, hopefully we get another 20, 25 guys.
One of the biggest challenges is just football not being in this school, so it's very difficult for guys to understand the football, English, and jargon and everything.
But despite the many obstacles that the Titans will face, they also have several advantages working in their favor. One being the overall athletic success at New Mission, which the Titans look to carry over to the football field.
We have a couple of the basketball players that are coming out, and hopefully that'll toughen them up for the basketball season. They've been very successful. I think what it does is it lends itself to championship mentality coming to our team. Hopefully it will grow on our team with the new guys here.
And the other advantage for the Titans is the support they've received from the school itself.
That goes back to our principal, Mayor Wilson. She said our kids will want it if we provide it for them. If it's an option, she gave us the option. She helped us with the equipment. She's going to help us with transportation. She helps the kids.
We've been doing well. The school's supportive. The AD's great. The principal's great. And everybody's been very supportive.
So with the support of the school and the enthusiasm of the Titan coaches, the New Mission High School football program seems to be on the fast track to gridiron success. And with their inaugural season approaching rapidly, the Titans wait with great anticipation and high expectations.
Can't wait. So many emotions going to be running around and everything. I just can't wait to get out on the field and just hit people.
Like I said, this is our first game, first time with the pads on, first time everything, baby. We just going to be ready.
The first game in the school's history, it'll be something that will take these young kids by storm. They know anything about this, so it'll be very interesting.
1, 2, 3, 4. Here you go. Go to the ladder. Let's go.
Well, the New Mission Titans were finally able to begin their inaugural season on Friday afternoon when they squared off against the always tough Dorchester Bears. And Dorchester did not welcome New Mission quietly. Let's head now to White Stadium for this one. There you see the New Mission Titans in their first ever game in the all-white uniforms. Second quarter from the 12, no score. Hakeem Harris off tackle for Dorchester finds pay dirt. Dorchester's first touchdown of the season puts the Bears up 8-0 early on. New Mission now trying to put a drive together. Stephen Thomas breaks a couple of tackles here, then finds his way down the sideline out to the 30. That's a 30-yard run past inside the 20-yard line. That brings New Mission inside the 20, but after a couple of penalties, the Titans got pushed back. Then right there, Damian Amato just can't hang on to that touchdown pass in the back of the end zone. New Mission would turn the ball over on downs. That was their best scoring opportunity of the afternoon. Dorchester again to Hakeem Harris off tackle, and he's got a huge way down the sideline right there. He gets caught right around the 12-yard line. Harris sets up New Mission again for a touchdown. Dale Cooper would cap that off with a touchdown for Dorchester. They went up 14-0. Next possession, Hakeem Harris again, almost an identical run, but this time Harris is going to take it the distance. Harris with a monster game here, 118 yards on the ground, 2 touchdowns, including that 51-yarder, as Dorchester wins in a rout 36-0. Certainly a good game there for Dorchester. Let's take a look at some of the rest of the scores from the weekend as Boston Latin loses to North Quincy 28-14. Then East Boston against Blue Hills at a rematch of last year's 4A playoffs loses 24-6. Vincent Burton with 158 yards and a touchdown. Latin Academy beating South Boston in overtime 26-20. Kyle Davis with the game-winning touchdown run. And then O'Brien getting blanked by Cathedral 28-0. 4 touchdown passes for Cathedral's quarterback there, Hickman. Tough way for New Mission to begin their first football season, but they have some good players and a very good head coach, so they should be able to build that program up in no time. That's going to do it for sports this week. Make sure you come right back here next week for more on Boston Neighborhood Sports.